feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what.
Miss Supranational Czech Republic, Justina, happy to meet you on Super Chat. Welcome to the Super Family. And could you please briefly introduce yourself to our supranational audience around the world?
Thank you so much, Ivan. Hello to you also, and hello to everyone who is now watching our Super Chat. My name is Justina Zedníková. I'm 21 years old, and I come from the heart of Europe, the Czech Republic, and I live in the historical main city, Prague. To start, I would start maybe with my passion. I love music. So ever since I was a kid, I was playing musical instruments, and my biggest wish from my grandma was for me to play the flute. So I did, and now I've been playing it for almost 14 years actually. And recently I also added the saxophone. I love jazz music, so saxophone was made for me, probably. And something about my studies. I've been studying grammar school. Then I joined the university and I started studying the University of Economics. But then, unfortunately, I had to put my studies aside a bit this semester because of my really busy schedule. But education for me is really, really important. I think it's a fundamental right of every person to be educated. And I actually think that education is one of the strongest weapons that we can use to change the world. So I would love to go back to university, but I will be changing my major because I discovered that much closer to my heart is teaching. So I will be joining the teaching course of mathematics and English. And I'm really excited for that because I see teaching as some kind of a legacy. Now to my work. I said that I have a really busy schedule, and I really do, because I'm a model for Guess. We shot some 3 campaigns, I think, worldwide campaigns, which I'm super, super grateful for because it has always been one of my biggest dreams. And then I also work as a part-time tutor of mathematics, and I regularly teach my little brother. um, and then moving on to some interesting facts about me, I actually am a mom. I'm a mom of 2 kids, but don't get shocked. They're not
Okay.
mine by blood.
All right, all right.
I adopted them actually. They have their own life and their family in Bangladesh.
Mhm.
Because I am a part of a Bangla Kids project. It's one of my biggest programs and projects. I've actually been to Bangladesh earlier this year because my program helps the unprivileged children and is providing them with some basic education. And I went there to teach the kids some English language. Then I also came there to monitor how the education is going there and to help the people that live in slums and some little villages. And I also got to meet my 2 kids. So I'm super grateful for that. It was an absolutely amazing moment. It was one of the most powerful moments and emotional moments of my life.
Thank you very much for sharing your story, Justina, and happy to meet you. And welcome to the Super Family. Miss Supranational Czech Republic, Justina, here's your personal question, and it's pretty interesting.
Uh-huh.
What is the best and worst part for you about being a model?
Oh, wow. That's actually a really good question. Because I've been part of a modeling industry for a while, and I started with like this fashion modeling. I've not always been in pageantry. I joined recently, but I started in a fashion modeling. And the thing that I found the worst about that, it's like that people saw me just as a hanger. And I hated that, honestly, because they judged just my looks, not based on my personality, not based on my feelings, just how I looked and just how my body looked. And I honestly really hated that, and that's why I quit the world of modeling for a while. to recover, because it was really hard for me, because I joined when I was 14. So when the girl is growing and her mind is also growing in a way, that was really harmful. And I feel so sorry for every girl that must go through this, because I know that modeling job is a dream for a lot of girls these days. And for me, it was one of my biggest dreams also. But then it kind of like damaged the dream a bit. But then I joined the pageantry again, and the modeling in a bit different way, in a more like commercial way, which I think suits me a lot more. And maybe the best part about modeling is honestly meeting new people, because whenever I'm on set, I meet a lot of new people, and I love communicating with the people. I love people in general, and I love talking to them and to gain some new experiences from them. So that's maybe one of my favorite parts about modeling, and the traveling also. I've been to Mexico earlier this year with Guess. We had a fashion show there, so I'm traveling a lot, and it makes me so happy, because growing up, I've never had the chance to travel, but now I do, so that's also really nice.
Yeah, thank you, Justina. Justina, Miss Supranational Czech Republic. Here's the question to you from our Miss Supranational fans community. What is the true meaning of the crown to you personally?
Well, to be completely honest, the crown has a really deeper meaning to it. I think that for me, it's everything that I stand for, my personal values, and everything that I work for in my life. I think it's like the object to wrap everything in. So I think that the crown at the end makes me who I am. I think it has everything, every meaning of my life, and that includes the thing that I want to be teacher. That includes that I want to fight for unprivileged kids, and I want to give them the education that they need. Yeah, and that's what I think. That's the true meaning behind the crown, the true values of a person.
Yeah, thanks, Justina. Great answer. Miss Supranational Czech Republic, Justina, now it's your time to answer today's general question. What is the most important lesson the world can learn from your country, Czech Republic, and why?
Thank you so much for that question. It's a beautiful question, because I'm talking about my country. I actually think that one of the lessons that that the world can learn is to be strong, because even though Czech Republic is a really small country in the middle of Europe, we haven't always been independent as we are these days. We haven't always been a republic, but we fought for it, and now we are. And I think that it's one of the biggest life lessons, that you can never give up. You have to believe, you have to fight for what you want, and that I think is really important. And the second thing is that people from the Czech Republic can be really open, and they are really authentic, and they say everything that they mean and that they have on their tongues. Sometimes it can be annoying, I have to admit, but I think that authenticity is something that this world lacks. And for me, I would also want to be authentic, and I want to be human. I want people to relate to me. And yeah, that's what I think is also really important.
Thank you very much, Justina. Great answers, and welcome to the Super Family again, and looking forward to seeing you in